Hey folks, Kate here, yoga teacher, inspiring a nimble approach to a joyful practice. I'm here with day 6 of your 30 days of transitions, and today we're going to talk about moving from forward fold to downward facing dog, which is the reverse of what we did yesterday. Things are going to seem pretty similar, but there is one particular aspect that I want you to add in to make this feel better in your body, hopefully. So before we get started, make sure you're warmed up before trying any of this. This is just about the transitions. This is not a full yoga practice. So when you're ready to get started, grab your blocks or books if you have them and make your way into your forward fold variation. Move my blanket out of the way. So you're in your forward fold, and with any transitioning backwards from the forward fold, the most important point here is to make sure that you can really ground your hands. So if you're someone whose hands don't come anywhere close to the floor, find something that will help you bring the floor up to you. So that can be blocks. You can bring them to any height. You can even stack them to make them higher. And then you can adjust as you go back. Okay, so you're in your forward fold, and the most important thing to remember here is when you're starting to move back, I want you to set yourself up so you can really ground your hands. That might mean taking a nice big bend in your knees so you can reach the floor. And it might mean adding blocks underneath your hands at any height. Okay, so if you're way up here, you're like, how am I going to get my blocks all the way up here? You can turn them to their highest height. You can stack them. Okay, find what works for you, and then we'll adjust as we go back. So our first variation here, we're just going to walk back. So I've got the blocks pretty much as high as I can go with the setup that I have. I'm going to walk back. I can really put my weight on these blocks and it's nice and stable. Okay, now I've got a little bit more space because I'm not in as steep as a forward fold. So I'm going to bring my blocks to their medium height. I'm going to walk back a little bit more. And now I've got even more space, so I'm going to bring my blocks to their lowest height. And then this is where I want to stay for my downward facing dog, so I'm going to walk my feet back just a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to keep that nice hinge in my hips and keep my tailbone pulling way back. And keep a wrap in my belly, so my abdomen is engaged here, just like it's in a little bit of a hug. And now you've landed in downward facing dog. All right, let's return back to our forward fold. Now, the next way to get from forward fold to your downward facing dog, we're going to transition to another pose first. So we're just going to step back with one leg, lower the knee, bring the other foot back. You're going to make your way into table. And then we went over this a couple videos ago. You're going to curl your toes under, pick your hips up and back. Now, why might you want to transition to table first and then move into downward facing dog? You might find that it just kind of sets your body up so you're able to get more good out of the pose by starting from a less strenuous position potentially and then moving into downward facing dog. If you're feeling kind of stuck and tight because everything's all locked up in forward fold, it can help to kind of remove that tension first and then transition into your downward facing dog. So let me know how that feels for you. Experiment, see how that feels on your body, and I will see you guys tomorrow.